You ready to take your business to the next level? What does that even mean? What I'm talking about is using data to plan your goals, your future, your spending, and creating ease around decision-making and accountability. But how do you even get there? You're listening to Business by the Books, the podcast that teaches you how to use your financials to manage your business. My name is Danielle Hayden, CPA, CEO, and founder of Kickstart Accounting Inc, where we use bookkeeping as a vehicle to help business owners take control of their numbers. And I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs make informed financial decisions for over a decade. Today, we're going to be diving into how to use your bookkeeping to look into the future. No, I'm not talking about a crystal ball or any magic. You guys know I am not about that. I am analytical and straight to the point, and I promise today will be no different. So today you're going to leave with how to know what roles you need in your accounting function, when to hire a CFO, and how to be your own CFO if you are not ready for this role in your business. A CFO is a chief financial officer, and every business needs a CFO, whether it be a role that you as the CEO fulfill or having a partner to help support the goal setting and looking into the future of your business. So if you found yourself wanting to set clear goals for the future rather than always looking into the past, then this episode is for you. Now, longtime listeners, you've heard me talk about there's 4 people that we need on our money team. We need bookkeeper, CPA accountant, financial advisor, and business coach or CFO. The reason that we use bookkeeping as the vehicle at Kickstart Accounting Inc. is because bookkeeping is really that act of tracking all the data historically, right? It's the act of painting the picture so that then you can come in as the CEO and decide what to do with it. But your CFO helps you set the goals and map to the future, right? So bookkeeping is the act of tracking data historically. It's the act of painting the picture. Now, not every business is going to have all 4 people from the start, but I have loved over the years being able to watch my clients put together the dream money team. I had one client in particular that I'm thinking of who came to us a few years ago. She knew that she needed bookkeeping first. She had to, air quote, get her shit together. Right? She needed to get organized first. So as she started working with Kickstart Accounting Inc., we helped her create her QuickBooks account. We applied our strategic framework to her QuickBooks. That just means that we set up the chart of accounts and the income statement and balance sheet in a way that was going to help her use the information moving forward. We created the foundation, the framework for her. We helped her get organized for the year prior, and then we continue to keep her organized and managed moving forward. Now, in our services, she received the financial statements and snapshot every single month. And what was amazing about this client was that she could see her business growing. She could see the profits starting to accumulate in her business. And she said, I'm ready to take the next step. What's the next step? Right? She was ready to take filing her own taxes off of her plate. And look, I get it. There are so many softwares out there right now, H&R Block, TurboTax, that allow you as an LLC to file your own return. But as your business grows and you, more importantly, grow as a business owner, it's really honestly no longer appropriate for you to be filing your own tax return. We need to make sure that we're doing things correctly. And I know that you're a CEO who is committed to making sure that things are done accurately. Now, my client, Sam, she said, I am ready to take filing my taxes off of my plate. She's like, I cannot spend one more year where I'm spending an entire weekend, not with my family, not with my husband, not with my kids, away in my office trying to file a tax return that doesn't even make sense to me. All right, I know how many of you have been there. I totally get it. So Sam came to us and said, I am ready to have you file my taxes. We loved being able to dig into her tax strategy. Now, in our tax process, we meet with all of our clients before tax preparation. We need to go over, did you get married, divorced, buy a house, sell a house, have kids, right? What happened in your life to make sure that we have everything included in the return. She finally, for the first time ever, understood her return because we take the time after the return is completed to walk our clients through the return, not so that they understand every line item, but so that she can understand fundamentally what deductions she took and why she was paying the tax bill that she was paying. Having a tax partner who you can rely on allows you to make tax decisions throughout the year. So we did our mid-year, end-of-year check-in with her, and she felt so prepared for taxes the following year because she knew exactly how much to save and what business decisions she needed to make to find the right balance between profitability and paying in taxes. So that's number 2, right? We have our bookkeeper who makes sure that everything is organized, which allows the rest of the team to do what they're good at. Then we have our tax accountant who comes in, files the tax return, and provides the tax strategy so that you're prepared for tax season. Next is our financial advisor. Now, here at Kickstart Accounting Inc, we do not provide this service. However, we have amazing partners. Shout out to our partners who help our clients with their financial advising. This is a completely different skill set, and it is a completely different licensure. However, we have to have a financial advisor. And our financial advisor loves when they work with our clients because they have clean bookkeeping and accurate tax reporting to then be able to plan for the future. Your financial advisor comes in to help you plan for your wealth and plan for your retirement. Taking your profits and investing it in somewhere what's going to allow you to create long-term generational wealth. Now, my client, Sam, did just that. She met with one of our partners, and through their quarterly meetings, she started to really look at what her and her family needed. Now, she had 2 young kids at the time. So this included college planning, 529s, saving. It included retirement planning. Her husband's employer actually had an employer match. So it made sense to find the right balance between his contributions, his employer's contributions, and then how will she contribute to the retirement as well. The financial advisor was able to come in and help Sam create a clear picture to build wealth and to save for retirement. And along the way, she is ready to be able to help support her kids if they choose to go that route with college. So Sam is able to take her profits that she knows that she has because of her bookkeeping in place to be able to reinvest into her future. Now, where does a CFO come in? The CFO helps you take your goals and maps out your spending and saving in order to hit those goals in the business. Your CFO is really that intimate partner. They take the bookkeeping and all the content and molds it together for you so that you have a map to the future. So when are you ready for this type of map, right? If your business is ready to finally hit $500,000 to $1 million, it's time to create that map, to have someone who is going to tell you the honest truth, no sugarcoating it, the truth, to help you put your ego aside, to have a real conversation with you, right? When you hire a CFO, it is somebody who can intimately walk through your goals, create the map, and put down the armor so that you can really see the truth about your business and your growth. But it's really important to only hire a CFO if you are committed and ready. If you can't commit the time or you're not really willing to hear the truth, then it is not time to hire a CFO. Now, Sam, our client, this all happened over time, right? So she did not sign up for all of this at the beginning of our relationship. She needed to grow as a business owner and a CEO. So as Sam continued to grow as a CEO, about a year later after she had hired her financial advisor, she said, I am ready to really make a double down play on growing my business because I want to see my personal wealth grow. And I am ready to commit to mapping out the future of my business. See how it all comes together? Bookkeeping gets you organized. The tax accounting helps you stay compliant and plan for taxes. Financial advisor creates the wealth and retirement. And our CFO helps you plan the business to support your wealth. So Sam came back to us and said, I am ready. So we took her through our CFO strategic framework. This is a 8-week onboarding process and then bi-weekly accountability thereafter. It is intense. Now, if you want to have that type of process like Sam did, I want you to go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/CFO to find more about how you can bring this process into your business. We'll get back to the show in 1 second, but real quick. Are you an entrepreneur or business owner struggling with the complexity of tax deductions and salary structures for yourself? It's common to feel lost in the maze of tax regulations and unsure about how to effectively pay yourself from your business. Navigating these challenges can be daunting, leaving you with more questions than answers. But what if there's a way to simplify this process, ensuring you maximize your deductions and set up the most beneficial compensation strategy for yourself? That's exactly what our guide on the top tax deductions for every business owner and how to pay yourself as a business owner are for. These resources are designed to demystify the essentials, helping you understand and leverage tax deductions and outline a clear, effective strategy for your salary as a business owner. Through these guides, you'll learn the key deductions you shouldn't miss, strategies for tax-efficient salary and owner's draws, and much more, ensuring you're financially optimized and compliant. So if you're ready to take control of your financial health with confidence, head over to kickstartaccountinginc.com/gift or click the link in the show notes and download your free resources today. Okay, back to the show. Now, what does this look like? For Sam, it was a very grueling 8 weeks, but it was eye-opening. She sent me so many messages along the way that said, hey, thanks for pushing me. Thanks for asking me those hard questions. So during this process, we started with her personal goals. Where does she see her family in 3, 5, 10 years? What does she need in order to support those personal goals? What has she learned from her business thus far, right? We're all learning and growing. As business owners, we need to take the time to reflect on what's happened previously. So we took the time to look backwards, figure out what we learned so that we can apply it to the future. We performed a SWOT analysis to help us map out the future opportunities and, let's face it, because it's not all rainbows and sunshine, the threats to her business, and her industry. And finally, once we've had the time to digest all of that, we created a budget where we mapped out her future. Sales, spending, saving, really detailed plans for the future. Now, here's what's really cool about having a CFO in place rather than just a static budget. We held her accountable to her budget. We met every other week, a standing meeting on both her calendar and ours. That way we could hold her accountable to the budget that she created. We asked the questions, right? She got scared to spend the money that she had committed to. And we had to ask the difficult questions of why did you back down, right? This isn't always about cutting expenses. Again, if you're a long-term listener, you know we can cut expenses strategically. But when we're growing, it's usually that we need to spend money strategically in order to hit our goals. So as she started to get scared, as she retreated back, we said, absolutely not. What support do you need? What mindset hurdles do you need to work through? How can we recommit to this budget and stay accountable to our plans? I am so happy to say, here's where the Cinderella story comes in, that Sam hit her goals. She hit her 3-year goals. We're working towards the 5-year goal. She hit her 3-year goals. And she recently told me that the reason she hit her 3-year goals was because she had them mapped out. that we met on a regular basis to review her budget and to stay consistent with her spending. So Sam was able to commit to the process, and she has earned the rewards and the results of her commitment. So do you need this role in your business? Having a CFO is not for everybody, and it might not be right for you. So if you need help mapping your spending to your goals, if you need a budget and accountability to the budget, if you have questions that feel unanswered, or maybe just more accountability, if meeting with your bookkeeper just once a month or a quarterly meeting isn't enough, then this is for you. If you want that deep relationship and you are hitting about $500,000 a year in revenue and you are committed to scaling, I want to invite you to learn more about how CFO services can help you in your business. Again, go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/CFO. Now, I always want to leave you guys with some information to put this into practice into your business. So how do you do this if you are not ready to pay somebody else, but you want to implement some of these strategies? I know that some of you haven't hit that revenue milestone, or you're just not ready to commit the time, energy, or honestly, ready for that type of accountability. So I want to give you the strategies to be able to do this on your own. The first place I want you to start is with the financial goal setting worksheet. This is the tool that you will use to reflect on what you've learned in your business. You can go to kickstartaccountinginc.com/goals to download the financial goal setting worksheet. All of these links will be in the show notes as well. So you can download the financial goal setting worksheet, but I need you to put this in your calendar right now. This is the beauty of accountability, right? So if you're not going to be accountable with somebody else, I need you to be accountable to yourself. Put time on your calendar to work on your business, not in your business. So the first step will be the financial goal setting worksheet. Number 2, we need to set the budget. We need to have a budget in place so that we are mapping out our future. If you do not have our budget template, you can check out our budget course at kickstartaccountinginc.com/budget. You will use your bookkeeping to then map out the future of where you want to see your business go. Remember, this includes both your revenue and mapping out your spending. Lastly, it's this podcast, right? I want you to keep coming back and listening every single week. I will continue to show up for you as long as you continue to show up for yourself. Every week, we will come back to this podcast to talk about how to use your numbers in your business, how to use your numbers to grow and scale, become profitable, healthy, sustainable business owners. So your action, your homework right now is to go download the financial goal setting worksheet. Complete your bookkeeping. If you're doing DIY bookkeeping, complete your bookkeeping. Budget for the next 12 months. Map out your revenue and your spending. And then tune back in every single week to learn about what to do with your numbers and how to implement strategies to become a more confident business owner. All right, we will see you back next week. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I have a favor to ask. If you have gotten any value from this show and you want the show to continue to grow and keep providing you with strategies for financial growth and efficiency, simply leave us a rating and review if you're listening on Apple or Spotify. Those reviews really go a long way in attracting more listeners, and honestly, they really make my day. So if you're feeling up to it, we'd love to see a rating and review from you. Either way, thanks so much for listening to the show.